Currently 7:13 a.m. on Monday, September 9th, 2024. This is documentation showing what federal stalking for the purpose of seeking to obstruct justice, which is a criminal act committed by the entity engaged in state surveillance. And it is underway by the demons who are defendants, who are group stalking the people of the state. And as I captured in substantial video, that includes the state that was group stalking in the specific environment where my hotel room was filled with entirely demonic light activity, inexplicable under any natural circumstances. The demons who are group stalking at the Holiday Inn are engaging in what is the demonic pattern of conduct, that is stalking by opening and closing their hotel doors, which is called amplified audible activity. And so while I want you to see what is occurring, what I'm pointing out, the entity is engaged in federal stalking. This is the federal statute that the entity is incessantly violating, which is relevant for, again, when you're prosecuting the entity, that is going to be the individualization of what is, for example, Jess. This is a demon, which is synonymous with referring to what is a defendant. That's a domestic terrorist. I'm referring to her as her condition. This is a demon-possessed group stalker, and she's a defendant in the state's criminal prosecution for federal group stalking and monitoring. And she's going to be prosecuted for what she's facilitating as an employee at a facilitating venue where demons fill the rooms 310, 306, 309, 307, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210, etc. The entire venue, actually. But the reason why I'm pointing out these rooms these are the ones that are in the immediate vicinity all around me, where the entity concentrates audible activity. Now, it is occurring through these demons who are in these rooms, going in and out of these rooms, amplifying audible activity while inside of those rooms. Remember, amplification is demonic. The entity does so with simultaneity to what I'm doing, not only physically, but also on the internet, which is why I'm taking a picture of what it is that I'm doing online while the entity is stalking with audible activity, where the fake sun rises and sets while impossible light activity fills my hotel room, which you saw Cal Fire Group stalking with the people of the state. And you witnessed the entity using a smoke alarm as the means of elements of monitoring as well. So while I am uploading the evidence, and this is what it's showing, that's operation of the internet on a communication device that's relevant to Title 18, Section 22618, subsections 1 and 2. A demon is on surveillance camera, the operation of their hotel doors, opening and closing, which they need key cards to open them. At 7:07, the amplified audible activity of the door opening and closing. The entity, as I take this picture at 7:07, the entity, a demon lying in wait, that is stalking. This is a psychopath, and this is exactly what Cal Fire is demonstrating. They are the same exact condition. They were doing so group stalking in the parking lot. Okay, they're doing the exact same thing while they're group stalking, staying at the hotel. This is what the demons, who remain demons, group stalking with Cal Fire, they remain demons while the fake sun stays here, and the state, identified as Cal Fire, drives off and goes wherever, and this federal prosecution is going to find them. They're not escaping anything. They just came and demonstrated to the world how demon possession behaves, what it looks like, the environment that it's in, which is revealing criminal activity, and this federal prosecution is going to find them. They're not going anywhere. They have not escaped anything. They are pointing the finger at each other while you are understanding what is group stalking. So as I take a picture of this, the demons that are engaging in federal stalking use the door again a minute later to coexist simultaneous activity creation while I am capturing images of their criminal conduct, monitoring evidence that's uploaded on the venue of the internet, which is what demons are doing. Demons are group stalking you physically, keeping you under surveillance, and they're also keeping you under surveillance online using communication devices. Okay, this is inherent to Satan's surveillance system, and demons are filling the venue. And this is what I'm using this picture, showing you which is also a matter of record, the access to all of the hotel rooms, the operation of these doors. They need key cards to get in and out. They are literally keeping them open as well, as I've shown you, walking down the hallway, and the demons keep their doors cracked open, and all they're doing is using the door closure, which is amplified in volume, with regard to stalking with noise, which is what demons do. Demons are stalking with noise. Demons are stalking in the path while they are stalking with light. Okay, and this is what is demonic activity. Holiday Inn's going to be prosecuted for that. And so this is what I'm capturing in a picture. This is what an entity is doing while I am currently uploading my podcast onto the venue of the internet. And this is the significance of what I am capturing moment by moment. And it's also revealing what the rest of the entity. The Holiday Inn is where I'm at. High Desert Gateway Shopping Center, both during hours of being open and closed, because the people of the state use the property to group stalk in empty parking lots to maintain relevant positioning, light activity. They're parked in the parking lot. This is what the pattern the population engages in. High Desert will be prosecuted for 24-hour surveillance. It will not be limited to their business hours. Okay, they are engaged in 24-hour federal stalking, 24-hour corporate invasion of privacy. This is a sex offense. As I'm documenting the demons who are CAL FIRE, the High Desert Gateway Shopping Center will be prosecuted for the harms, tangible and intangible, that an American citizen suffers while they are profiting. A whole shopping center, every business, documented and exposed as a domestic terrorist and a sex offender, as they will be treated as persons under federal law and prosecuted for terrorism in the U.S. And their company names will be synonymous with what is Satanism, with what is plot conspiring to murder and kidnap American citizens, with what is profiting off of such violence against American citizens, which is entirely un-American, while they're making money off of the backs of American citizens whom they're group stalking. And all of these businesses are the third parties who are simultaneously engaged in federal stalking and group stalking with the people of the state who are pacing in and out of their hotel rooms, which is nothing other than merely a method of audible activity. And it's occurring where, the fake sun is rising and setting. So I wanted to capture this. And this is also illustrated when you look at the map, you look at everybody that's in relevant position, everyone that's, in other words, around the Holiday Inn where the sun is rising and setting on the sides of this hotel, where there, by the way, is never going to be any sun over the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. That's showing what is a minimum of 2 light sources, not suns, because there's only one sun, and one sun does not remain stationary over one hotel in Hesperia, and there cannot be 2 suns that will be over the SoFi Stadium and over where I'm located in Hesperia. That's speaking to a light source, and that is the entity engaging in a pattern of conduct that it's surrounded, in other words, with evidence that is insurmountable. And while it is aware of the fact, in other words, engaging in federal stalking, that's speaking to the impunity. This is relevant for the enhancement to federal charges. Enhancement to federal charges and sentencing for criminal conduct that it is monitoring while it's going on the internet to prosecute them. This is relevant for how many years you're going to federal prison, in other words. You're going for years for terrorism in the U.S. As you are in the position of the government, demons affiliated with the CAL FIRE, California Forest and Fire Protections, and the demons who are the people of the state, group stalking, while the demons are driving around in the neighborhood, amplified audible activity of as though you can hear them driving on the freeway, or hear them driving on Main Street, or hear them driving on Amargosa or Catawba, while they are engaging in what is crossing a path under the fake sun, while engineered light remains all day long, and demons are pacing in and out of their hotel rooms while they're aware of what it is that I'm uploading, what it is that I'm taking pictures of, what it is that I'm stating on my podcast. This is demonic activity, and it's going to be prosecuted as terrorism, which is occurring on the watch of Holiday Inn, who was group stalking with the state. And it is directly pointing the finger to a demon-possessed, corrupt government actor by the name of Joe Tyler, who is group stalking with the state as well. And this is the same exact criminal system that they were a part of, present, they being CAL FIRE, present in the specific environment, engaging in the demonic behavioral patterns, while demons concentrating activity around my room are engaging in that pattern of conduct and doing so with impunity. But it's not limited to the demons surrounding my room. It's all the demons on the 3rd floor, all the demons on the 2nd floor, all the demons on the 1st floor, and the state is group stalking in the sky space. The state is group stalking, which you know that because the fake sun is rising and setting. The entity is literally telling on the entirety of the state while the pattern of conduct remains underway. That's what I wanted to document. It is currently 7:21 a.m. and I am publishing the podcast right now. This is what the entity is monitoring to. All right, and slowing down internet operation in doing so. This is POC.